James, look up. Everything stops now. Look at that. Look at that.
2019. Yeah, John Carpenter.
Was
What?
before his massive hair and beard.
That's amazing. For the listeners, Peter has met John
James,
Carpenter.
once in a lifetime photo. You gotta look good, man.
It's like going to work and someone's wearing the same shirt as you. You're like,
I think he gave me the horns because of that.
That's all
Well,
cool.
you know, I highly respect the guy too. I wanted to look respectful. Everyone else is wearing the usual Terrifier Halloween nonsense, whatever. You know,
he looks like a wizard these days, doesn't he?
Absolutely, yeah. He has the ponytail thing going on, the glasses, the stash. Yeah, he's master sensei now.
Man, that is cool as anything.
Rage Whale. Deep Dive episode.
Today, Kev and James invite Peter, our American correspondent, to come on to discuss the infamous filmmaker and composer John Carpenter. We then find out that Peter has actually met the great man himself, but before that we delve into his filmography, how he got started, his personal life, our favourites, and the massive influence he has had on horror and cinema in general. This is a brilliant conversation. We hope you enjoy it.
Post-Halloween.
Very good. Welcome back, everyone. And today we have Peter back with us today, and we're going to be discussing and doing a deep dive on the infamous filmmaker and composer John Carpenter, as chosen by Peter. How you doing, Peter? Nice haircut as well, by the way. It looks like you've had a fresh cut.
You had your ears lowered.
Thanks, gentlemen. Yeah, I got it on Saturday. I have some interviews coming up, so trying to look a little fresh for the events coming up.
Nice.
There you go.
Good stuff. And I don't know if James is aware of this or not, but Peter's in proper high demand at the moment. I just posted today about one of the episodes that he's on with us, one of our previous records, and he's cheating on us. He's on another podcast.
It's the life of a free agent, my lads.
Proper Star Warsy.
I had no idea both were going to be on the same day posted, but yeah,
That's
I feel
great.
like Julia Gardner. I got my Fantastic Four and my weapons over here in the States. So
Amazing. Shout them out. It's called Locked Off Logic Pod, yeah?
Where's Drew
Oh,
today,
that's a
by
better
the
name
way?
than ours as well. Don't know about that.
Drew doesn't have internet because
Oh no.
I don't know what that means. He told us what it means, but I don't understand how your internet just stops.
He told us that via the internet, but
Just kidding, Drew. The box is broke or something, or a thing you need to come around and fix it. Did you see what James had there? James.
Oh, look who's creeping up here. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Oh, you guys exchanged them around. Okay, right on. Hell yeah.
we put them in sets, didn't we? So Drew's got the Frankenstein. I didn't want that one on my wall.
For sure, yeah.
Terrify me in the night.
I posted it to them.
Well,
Yeah, this one was for me anyway, but the scary one was for Drew, and I don't think he wouldn't be comfortable with that in the night. He's a bit of a wet blanket.
Victoria. Yeah, I love that one.
That
was the first I think I did in the series.
Incredible.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy.
Oh, amazing.
They'll be up here in the next couple of days.
And for the listener, we're just showing Peter's artwork that he posted to us that we showed on a previous episode, but James now has his set. I posted them to him as well. So
I got the poster and was like, what the hell is that? I haven't bought anything. And Kev packaged it in a lot of bubble wrap. I was like, what is this?
That's his bubble wrap. I just
I was like, it was
repurposed it.
that thick, and I was like, I've ordered a jacket or something. I was like, I'm unwrapping. Kev put half a reel of sellotape on it.
Hey, I was mailing it to the United Kingdom. It had to be bulletproof. I felt as much as I could. That
It
stuff
has to be with our
bumpy.
postal service as well, to be fair.
I got a bit adventurous when it arrived. I ripped it all open, so I fucked some of it. So I was like, I put it back as best I could, and then got more wrapping paper. So
The Royal Mail is a bit like the beginning of Ace Ventura.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a mummy in a way where you're unwrapping to the treasure. So a funny factoid, though, now that you bring out the paintings.
Oh, yeah.
My friend just saw Terrifier 1 in theaters again. I guess they were doing some special screening in the States. Some theaters, somewhere. Anyway, he saw it. And after the movie, they had some tribute. And I forgot I submitted Art the Clown, that portrait, into this tribute documentary years ago. And I guess it was in it. He texted me about it.
No way.
Yeah, Dreadful Dread, something like that. Here, I'll look it up real quick. Yeah, I was just like...
This painting famous.
That's in a documentary, apparently.
Is it the artwork? Are you with the artwork? And
no,
the actors?
just the piece of artwork, not me in it. Just the artwork. Yeah, it's happening. Here we go. It is called Dread Central. So thank you, Dread Central. But yeah, that Art the Clown piece is in their tribute documentary. I guess people like other artists like myself that submitted it a couple years ago finally had it. Yeah, Dread Central.
Dread Central. I'll give that a follow. Yeah. Okay, that's cool, man. That's wicked.
James lucked out with the trading, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, I think James has got the one that's worth the most.
On eBay for 2.4 million.
Who was that for? That was from me, that one, wasn't it? That's got mine back. Unbelievable.
I love the Victoria one, though. I mean, oh, there he is.
Yeah. No, amazing. Have you been up to much recently before we get into the proper chat or anything?
I've been painting a lot of clouds and applying for a lot of jobs and seeing a lot of movies and going to the gym. That's my 4 roads in life right now, and that is it.
It's like you're saying, like you're in between jobs at the moment, which, is obviously it can be tough and stuff for that. But sometimes you got to enjoy the break a little bit as well and go and see lots of films and have some you time at the same time as well as applying for jobs. James has just done the same recently as well, haven't you?
Yeah, me and Drew have both been through it in the last year. So, yeah. Dog eat dog world.
What's the best film you've seen in the recent sort of last month since we've kind of last chatted? Because there's been quite a few good ones.
Going off what you teed off about, having time for the films and all that, the best part about it is the double features I've been able to squeeze lately. This week alone, I did an Ethan Hawke double feature, which I never thought would be possible ever, of Black Phone 2 and his latest Blue Moon with Margaret Qualley.
Yeah, I didn't know much about that one. Is that any good?
That was splendid. I saw the trailer once. I was like, a jazz film, great, but Ethan Hawke and Margaret, I'm sold. I'm going to go see it just because of them two. It is just a seamless hour and 40 minutes at a party, pre-party and during the party. It's kind of cool. Yeah, a one-take vibe. Yeah, no breaks, just seamless. That was the best of the Ethan Hawke double feature. Black Phone 2, it was cool. I don't know. It was just a sequel, I felt like.
I thought one was so. So I wouldn't really have high hopes for 2. One of the best films I think he's been in is Taking Lives. With Angelina Jolie. That's
a good one. We have to have a discussion about that sometime, I think.
But I thought Black Phone was brilliant when I first saw it. Like 80% of it was brilliant because I like the retro theme, the way it was shot, and I thought, there's a serial killer. I love a serial killer film. When it went supernatural, lost me.
That's when it lost me.
Same with this one. It's too much flexibility with the fantasy. Like anything could happen. Oh, we could live in freezing water somehow.
Right. Okay. Because it's basically Nightmare on Elm Street, isn't it, with a different mask?
A lot of people are saying that too. The Elm Street comparison. Well, the dream sequences, what's real, what's not.
Yeah. I mean, if it branched out and becomes Black Phone 3 and 4 and it gets more and it just embraces that and it just goes, right, we're a Freddy film now, basically, then fine. Maybe it might be good if it sticks to one thing, but because I thought I was seeing one thing and it flipped it, which sometimes works, but in this one it didn't. It was a great film, and then like that bit where he's in the first film where he's walking up the stairs and he's asleep at the top, and so tense. It was so good, but phone calls from dead children. What?
I'm not
I
a
wasn't
fan.
vibing. Yeah.
Just proper weird. Proper
The
weird.
first, you're right. It had a certain kind. It wasn't like slow burn, but it definitely had a good build up going on. Like in certain moments, the energy was
Yeah.
perfect, and I thought it was a good movie. Did it need a sequel? No, but there was some vibe going for this. Yeah, I tried.
Yeah, and
Not ringing the phone for the third time.
Sorry to interrupt the show. Just a reminder to say we love and appreciate you all for listening to the podcast, whether it's on Spotify, Apple, or Amazon. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, follow, as this really helps us continue to progress and improve the content and keeps us making these fun episodes for you guys. Oh, we're also on these things called Instagram and TikTok. You can follow us there too, as we share short, funny reels on the reg that you can share with friends if you like. Now, back to the mayhem.
I think
Not
you
me.
you agreed with me on Begonia as well. That's a cracker of a film, isn't it?
Oh my god!
Better than I
I
thought it
might
would
see
be.
that again. To be honest with you, I highly enjoyed it. The more I think about it.
Yeah, like it's one of those films that it's okay. Well, it's better than okay, but afterwards it does stay with you because like I think you said the same thing as what I did. Like with Yorgos Lanthimos, it's so mental. It's all about the filmmaking. Where this could have been filmed by anyone. There was a few angles that were very his style, but ultimately it was very simple. And it was just great storytelling and amazing character. And Jesse Plemons, like Emma Stone's great, but Jesse Plemons, fuck, so good.
Jesse, I think, was the heat of the acting in all the film. Everyone was fire, but he was definitely peaking in this film out of all I've seen of him recently, I feel like.
Yeah, and without giving away the ending, the point is people going, oh, I guess the ending, but I think that's the point. It's meant to be so obvious that could be the ending. And
Yes.
then it goes, it's not going to be. It might be. No, it's not. It might be. No, it won't be. And it just fucks with you, so you don't actually know how it's going to end.
I'm quoting the movie Archer, but he said this best. The movie he said he thinks it is 8 minutes short of perfection. I was, you know what? Could have used just 8 more. I kind of see where that ending is. It is enough. I agree with you. I also see where some people are saying I wanted just a little bit more at the same time.
Also, it could have been 8 minutes shorter as well. Like when she goes into, again, no spoilers because you don't know what I'm on about when I say this. When she goes into that cupboard and presses the button and it goes, that could have been a good ending as well. And you're like, did she do that or did she blow up or did what happened?
Yeah. Choose your path.
Ambiguous. Yeah. But I did think the very, very ending of the still scenes of the people, that was like art. That was like you should paint that some of those scenes. I know it's dead bodies and stuff, but they're so well positioned and they're so artistic. That could be a painting on a wall. Some of those people strewn all over the place.
I think, like I mentioned, I've been painting a lot of clouds, so those shots in that film, there's a lot of good landscape shots he chose for those certain shots. I almost describe the film as a modern They Live, modern Men in Black, a hybrid of the two. You could kind of go both ways, but that's all I will say.
No, I loved it.
I'll definitely see it as soon as it's on rent at home thing, I think.
You'll like it because it's not like Poor Things is a bit mental. I loved it as a classic, as far as I'm concerned, a modern classic. But you need to be into those sort of films to enjoy it, I think. Whereas Begonia, even though it's got a weird name, it's very simple. It's a very normal, kidnappy, what's going on sort of film. It's really good.
His most grounded recently, even compared to Kinds of Kindness, it's more grounded.
Yeah, and I disagree with you on one thing. You said that, what was it? You said you're not a big fan of Poor Things, but you loved Kinds of Kindness.
In terms of like, yeah.
I'm the other way.
Opinion, yeah.
I hated Kinds of Kindness. I did my head.
Everyone hated that movie.
I don't hate movies either. I can tolerate some random bullshit and just go, yeah, it was quite good for X, Y, and Z. But Kinds of Kindness just pissed me off because it was so all over the place. I thought the way it was, everyone did a good job, and I thought the way it was filmed was extraordinary. Every scene was stunning. Everything that happened was mad. I was like, this is cool. But what is the fucking point? It pissed me. The story pissed me off, but the filming was amazing.
I understand your point of view. I even saw a senior couple walk out of the theater at the beginning of chapter 3. They were done.
It was too much. It was like an experimental film. It's like, I got a brand new camera. Let's do things. Let's just do everything. Let's do all the things. And but it looked amazing. I'm not taking it away from it.
It has certain moments.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Only God Forgives visually is one of the most stunning films you'll ever watch, but it's an absolutely awful film.
Only God Forgives, you said?
Yeah. It's from the guy that did Drive.
Oh.
It's like visually, it's ridiculous. You could pause any part of that movie and make a print to go on your wall, but the film itself it just doesn't make any sense.
Holy Mountain from the 70s is like that. It was like a film that John Lennon and all these like bands funded. Guys just wandering the mountains and mist and all that, going on a psychedelic trip basically. Made no sense, but people pumped millions into it. That was happening.
Is that, I don't know that one.
Holy Mountain?
Yeah, set 1973.
There it is. Yeah. That's the most messed up movie I ever seen in my life.
It looks pretty weird. Is it good though? It's not good.
No. It's one of those you watch once, that's it.
What the fuck is that? The first photo I've looked at is insane. James. There's a man in a bathtub. Wait for it. There's a naked woman on a very tall toilet. What's the point of that? I'm not even sure if we're allowed to show that. Did you see that?
How'd you get up there?
Honestly, guys, I haven't seen that in 20 years at this point, but I still can't forget how trippy that movie was.
Yeah, I don't even understand it. That
I
poster
think Jimmy Page put money into that movie.
That's just on IMDb.
Yeah, I remember the guy with the hat.
That looks like George Harrison.
Might as well be.
Yeah. Right. Should we talk John Carpenter?
Now, before we start, should we get the obvious one out of the way first, or save it for the end? Because it's probably got the most talking points.
We're going to talk about him for a minute before we talk about films. Otherwise, this will be over in 5 minutes. So we'll just be talking about Halloween. But so John, again, everyone butt in with anything. I'll just do a little premise of him. So, as we said from the beginning, John Carpenter, filmmaker and composer. He's been classified as the master of horror by creating some of the most classics in the 70s and the 80s. He was born in 1948. He is 77 years old currently. And he's mainly famous for the fact that he basically composes all of or co-composes the remainder of all of his films. So he is really tapped into the music, which I think we'll all agree that is one of his most important parts of his films. Like you could name, like me and James were talking about earlier, like the Jaws theme is so obviously Jaws. You hear it, you know the film. Halloween's the same. The Thing's the same.
It enhances the vision of what he's trying to give you too. It's like it just adds that extra like this is how it really feels in the moment when you're there.
Yeah, and don't you think somehow, not overclouds, that's the wrong word because that's a negative, but the music's somehow bigger than the film? Like Halloween is a good film, but the music is
One of the
more
best
of a
scored
classic.
film franchises of all time.
Yeah.
Like, it's up there. Like, and now his son is doing it as well, has kind of taken the helm. I can't think his name, but he's done the scores on the music, helped with the music on the recent trilogy. I don't know how old his son is. If he's 77, his son's probably been doing it for a while, but it's the first time I saw his name crop up.
Cody Carpenter, I think his name is.
Yeah. I don't know
So
if
he
he
must-
directs or if he's just strictly music, but
He must be in his 40s now then. Well,
or 50s.
Music. They even did that Firestarter remake recently, the two of them.
oh, yes. Yeah. I was going to mention Firestarter because that was, I'll bring it up in a minute because that was really interesting as well because talking about the music first, like he's released 5 albums alone, just of like of his soundtracks and
Yes.
songs and stuff like that. And he also, I don't know if you guys know this at all, maybe you have if you've done the same research as me, but he also produces a horror sci-fi children's comic line.
Oh, I might get Reef into that. What's it called?
It's called Storm King Comics. And it was founded by his wife, Sandy, in 2013. So he does these sort of comics for kids.
Oh, wow.
You found it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, save that. Might be interesting. But I
Don't
think
know if it's for kids. Not gonna lie.
well, it's children's comics.
Yeah, it looks like yeah, Peter, my son is mad for horror. He always has been. So even though he's only just turned 7, he always goes on about Chainsaw Man, Stranger Things. I went to his school review, his like teacher evening, and they had this book they all draw in, and all these kids have drawn like their family, cars, aeroplanes, and Rick's drawn like a Demogorgon, Godzilla, just all 5 Nights at Freddy's, Chainsaw Man, just a bloke with a chainsaw coming out of his head. I was like, oh God.
5 Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, that's having a sequel too. I will not be going back to that one.
No.
Yeah, what like Poppy's Playtime. He's always been obsessed, even since he was a little baby. When he was like 2 and got into Spider-Man, it was always like Green Goblin or like what's another bad guy in bloody Spider-Man? Sandman. It's always been the bad guys he's fascinated with.
So you have
That
good
is
not a
times
good
at,
sign,
at parent-teachers' evenings.
It's hard to explain, but then you can't even cover up because he's written Stranger Things 2 on the top. So it's like,
I think that's fine. I
I
think that's
promise you,
fine.
he doesn't watch it.
Well, Peter's an artist. When you were like a kid, Peter, did you draw like fucked up shit? Like I must have drawn decapitated bodies and stuff like that, like just for a laugh. I swear I did.
I morphed from like trying to do comic cartoons, Ninja Turtles, Wolverine, Spider-Man, just copying that. But then I morphed into bloody stuff for a bit because of Spawn. Todd McFarlane was a hot commodity in the late 90s. And that whole franchise had a movie, toys, the game, the whole works. So I was kind of impacted by that kind of vision that he had. Very grotesque. The Violator character, the clown he had. Things like that, yeah, sparked my interest pretty early, even before seeing horror films.
Yeah.
But later, I got into more portraits. Then that was kind of it. I got into music for a bit. Smoked a lot of weed, played a lot of music. That was it for like 15 years. Back to painting. Now I'm painting, so
Here's a bit of a flavour of some recent pieces.
What do we got? Oh, who's that?
Some like demo thing, and then you've got a Huggy Wuggy here, which is another. Doesn't help when he's got quite good handwriting. He's blatantly writes it underneath as well.
For the listener, James is showing us children's drawings, which look pretty creepy.
But even his toys just over there, it's all monsters
I
and
definitely
like.
drew fucked up stuff when I was a kid. I mean, it started off with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Sonic the Hedgehog. I remember that.
You too, that kind of stuff.
and then I watched The Crow, and then started drawing pictures of men with dreadlocks and 20 knives in their chests. That's a real drawing I did when I was about 10, or whenever the film came out. Yeah, I was 10 or 11.
I had paper bags on guys, bullet belts. There was ripped flesh on robot bodies trying to be humans. I get it.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be like the beginning of Superbad, couldn't it? Where he's just drawing dicks everywhere.
That was artistic, though. That was some artistic dicks. Especially the ending. The end. I just see Peter's got his typo negative mug. Very cool.
Halloween all year. It doesn't stop.
But yeah, so with John Carpenter, guys, he was the son of a music professor, Howard Carpenter. Again, you guys might know some of this. And I think what's interesting is nothing's actually mentioned about this much, but this must be a factor. When he actually lived in a log cabin on campus, and
like Carpenter, and he probably made it.
Not every horror film, very good, but every horror film is like about a log cabin, isn't it?
There's a lot of log cabins in like horror films, an awful lot.
I don't think any in John Carpenter's, ironically.
No, it was always like Friday the 13th. It would be like a summer camp, or it would be cabin in the woods, stuff like that.
But it says that his main interest was sort of 50s sort of B movies back when he was a kid. So things like Godzilla, Forbidden Planet, and Thing from Another World, which he later adapted into, obviously, The Thing. And he started making short films with an 8mm camera before high school, when he was like 14. And he made like Godzilla claymation. He actually made the sort of animation with like the stop motion and stuff like that at 14. That's pretty cool. But then when he grew up when he got a bit older, he moved out to California, and he went to USC School of Cinematic Arts in 1968 when he was 20 years old. And he actually dropped out on his final semester to make his first feature film. And that brings us kind of neatly into his movies. I've still got a really interesting fact about Firestarter, but we'll do that.
Speaking of Firestarters, if you can hear any noises, there's fireworks going on, by the way, out my bloody window.
Oh, we're meant to have them tonight as well, actually.
Oh, is Katy Perry in town?
Well, no, it must be the worst fireworks display ever, because there's about a 3-minute gap between each bang.
Oh, really?
Quick anecdote on that, Peter. A couple of years ago, me and my mates had a huge garden, and we were going to do a fireworks display there. So we went round and put all the fireworks in the ground, all nice, evenly spaced, responsible. Then it was me and my other mate. We're going to go round lighting them like one at a time, and everyone else was about 50 meters away at the house. We didn't really think it through, because once the first two had gone off, it was just smoke everywhere. So we were just blindly walking around lighting fireworks, and they were like, one was flying off behind you. It was just basically in a cloud of smoke, hoping we don't go over a firework. Yeah, it was a good display, but it was...
Sounds like a war zone.
It was instantly smoking. You couldn't see anything. I thought this was a great idea. And you just like...
I don't have any fireworks stories, but I have a couple M80 stories. But the best is when back in the day, everyone had the box TVs in the 90s, full square.
Tube TV.
Yeah, my family had a 27-inch, finally done. Time to get rid of it. And I say, I'll take it to the dump. My friend had an M80, though. We take it to the woods.
What's an M80?
That thing shattered.
What's an M80? Is that like a big firework?
It's like a little, maybe if it ain't half a stick of dynamite, it's a quarter stick of dynamite.
Oh, fuck.
It's like you used to smash the screens of them TVs. They used to have a reaction as well, didn't they? You hit them hard.
Exactly. You would get like a little fog coming out of it.
Like,
so in a way, it was like a John Carpenter film. Yeah, you got like a little ghost coming out of it.
Michael Bay.
When you said M80, I was thinking machine gun or something.
Oh, no.
You are in America, after all.
I think that's an M16 that you're thinking about, maybe.
Yeah, I thought M80 was a gun as well, but maybe I'm wrong.
I'm not there yet. I am contemplating getting into fishing, though.
Before we start on John Carpenter's films, by the way, I was in for a very good surprise when I started researching him. It's probably a film that you won't even bring up, and it is one of the best films he's ever done, and probably one of them the best films that I assume no one's heard about. And if you saw who the lead actor is in it, you'd instantly think it was a load of crap. But I didn't realize how much of a cult following it has and how apt it is. Like today, it's genius. But we'll get to it. I'll see if you bring it up. If you're just reading through this list of films, you'll bring it up. But we'll see if we.
We'll do some highlights. I'm not doing all of them because there's a few there I've never heard of.
That's the one I want to bring up because I didn't realize it was him.
Yeah.
And now I know it's him. It's genius. It's like no other film I've ever seen.
Well, let's bring up a few kind of in order of how we've done it and have a little chat about them, because obviously the first real main one is obviously Halloween. How can it?
Well, that was the first film he did, wasn't it? Was that the first proper film he did?
First main one. I mean, it was said to have a huge commercial success, which helped develop the concept of the slasher genre, and obviously gave him a budget and a name to go on to make further films. I mean, like we just spoke, by the way, Peter, we just spoke to another guest called Nicole, who's on the other side of America. She's in California, and she's younger. She's 18, and she watched Halloween the other day and said it was boring, and he's just a guy milling about, bumping into things, and nothing.
I kind of get it though. From a
Yes.
first person, I've just recently rewatched the recent trilogy, which I love, even though it's a bit corny and there's a lot of plot holes, which I went over with Kev. It's brilliant to the point where I ordered like the limited edition box set. It was really hard to find. But the original one watching now, as someone that's maybe used to watching modern films, it is a bit slow. Not even in a suspense way a lot of the time.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Go on, Peter.
And James, the other thing too, if you notice with that first Halloween, it's only 3 themes really musically, just repeated each 3 times.
Yeah.
So, I think it's also a matter of respect. Like if you grew up in a certain era, like we did, we get the appeal of Halloween, the importance of Halloween, the theme, the slasher aspect. Psycho maybe kind of started it, but then it didn't really in a way. But Halloween, it really teed up what we know with Jason and Freddy ahead in the 80s.
Well, I said to her, if you were going to get into the Halloween franchise, you do have to watch the first one. You can skip 2, 3, 4, 5, Halloween H2O,
Absolutely.
which funny enough, I was saying I haven't watched it for probably over 10 years, but I remember when I watched it, I told everyone that I knew at the time it was the worst film ever made. But it does have LL Cool J in it. So I might have to go back and watch it. It might be one of these things like Deep Blue Sea, where it's just terrible. But if you watch the very first one, and then the modern trilogy, and if you really like that, just for a laugh, watch the Rob Zombie ones.
H2O wasn't too bad. I like that one in the mid-90s.
I just remember I watched it when it came out, though. So how long ago was that?
Yeah, that's what we mean. We watched it when it came out, so it was good.
And I remember seeing it was like, I was watching like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Almost 30 years now. Yeah.
It was late 90s, yeah. So it's one of those things that was good at the time, but
I feel like I have to go back and watch it.
Well,
it wasn't good at the time. I told everyone it was the worst film ever made.
The 90s films are more dated than the 70s films, because the 70s are of an era, where the 90s are like today, but really shit.
Well, you say that, the thrillers, the 90s has the best thrillers and the best... I still think the 90s has the best thrillers. You had your Along Came the Spiders,
Let's not go down that route again, but like...
horror-wise...
I'm talking special effects.
The 90s wasn't really big for horror, actually, was it? Saying that.
Probably not.
That's
maybe why they were misses.
Misses?
As in, like, misses. The ones that did come out were a bit of a miss, because it wasn't maybe the era of the horror.
I mean, people brag about Scream doing the comeback of slasher, though. You had I Know What You Did Last Summer following that, but that was kind of it too. I don't know, Frighteners though, with Peter Jackson and Michael J. Fox. Now that was a great horror film.
I suppose you had the Faculty and stuff like that. That was 90s, wasn't it?
And you also had some goofball ones though, like Death Becomes Her and Nightmare Before Christmas. It was just
comedy stuff. Nightmare. Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love New Nightmare.
Oh, there was a few actually. Yes,
I
it's funny you think about it, and it's like, oh yeah, that was there, that was there.
I
Silence
watched
of
The
the
Frighteners
Lambs.
last week. It's
So
on
is that-
Prime.
Yeah, that's
Free.
kind of thriller horror, isn't it? Yeah.
But that border, yeah, thriller and horror, I feel like.
Oh, so a lot of them go into that comedy realm as well.
Kevin, you skipped from Over Dark Star and Assault on Precinct 13 and went straight to Halloween.
I know there's a lot of stuff in there that I've never seen. I've never seen Dark Star. I know Assault on Precinct 13.
Dark Star is obviously like a college film. If you watch it, you can feel it, but it has a Bill Murray vibe to it. What's that?
That's his first feature film, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You're right. Halloween was the springboard, though.
Yeah.
What's the next one? The Fog.
We're not there yet. We're going back first.
And then
Back on Halloween.
And now Assault on Precinct 13. Now that was like early Quentin Tarantino, in my opinion. Like Reservoir Dogs, he kind of had that vibe, but it was like a people resistance kind of film, a little apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Halloween, though. Yeah, I get it what James is saying. Modern generations, I don't think they'll get it as much as we do. People that grew up with it and know the significance of it. But the music will live on forever. That theme song, that ain't going away.
Well, even Rage Against the Machine use it in their song in that what the hell is that song called?
My
Sleep
old
Now in
band,
the
we
Fire.
covered Halloween too. Same thing. Yeah, I get it. It's going to live on.
Yeah, I think Rage Against the Machine, Sleep Now in the Fire. Could be wrong, but it's one of their songs they used the Halloween theme for the intro.
Yeah, Tom Morello, genius when it came to effects.
Yeah. Well, he didn't even play guitar, did he? He DJ'd. He just DJ'd the strings. Like
I hate to always admit that, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It was great. Yeah. He made it work.
with Halloween, would you say, is Jamie Lee Curtis the first final girl, Laurie Strode? Has there anyone before her?
This goes back to her mom, Janet Leigh, in Psycho. So it's kind of
Psycho. Yeah, that would be the.
But was she a final girl? That was just a victim.
You're right. She didn't triumph in that.
Jamie Lee Curtis was she survived. If you look at it as a franchise, she survived a lot of movies, even more than Courtney Cox.
Yeah. Another good thriller from the 90s, True Lies.
Scream kind of emulated. When you think of Scream and Halloween, you realize how much that they emulated. Well, not emulate, blatantly stole. Because it has the female lead. A lot of the time, it's a female protagonist as well. Because a lot of time, Ghostface is a female through the saga. Which again is another. I've been going through all the old ones, really looking forward to the new one. And a lot of time it is very heavily. It's a clever film that's very heavily female leads, but you kind of almost don't notice because of the way they've done it. They've not made it like shoved it in your face. They're just there, and they're such good actors and such good characters. You kind of like because in Halloween you'd assume Michael Myers is the lead, but really it's not. He only shows up here and there. Like especially in the new ones, or the original one definitely, but
definitely
especially
Jamie Lee Curtis.
It was like
in the new ones, it's her daughter, and her granddaughter. So there's 3 female main characters, and then the male characters are the doctor that's here, who gets killed pretty quickly, the police officer from the original one, who is about here and there, and then just random like cast. There's only really those 3 characters in the new modern sort of trilogy that you pay attention to and are actually bothered about, and randomly they kill one of them off, which was a shock. Like they kind of like broke the sort of the trend that no one's safe, and when you kill off a main character, it's like, oh wow, is it gonna? You never know, do you? Because I kind of watch those films like Scream and that, and I kind of almost wish what would be cool if like it did end and Courtney Cox and Neve Campbell were dead and Jenna Ortega now.
Now,
but no one ever does it, do they?
Now you know that new Anaconda remake coming out soon.
Oh God! How many are there now?
Now, do you think Jack Black or Paul Rudd's going to die?
You remember Mr. Miyagi was Anaconda? Pat Morita, wasn't he in one of them?
Well, that's what was quite good about that Anaconda trailers because it leans into what we think is going to be shit about it, and then it's them making a shit film about Anaconda, and then
Yeah.
it goes wrong. So it leans into the cheesiness. So I thought it'd be awful, and after seeing the trailer, I'm like, oh, they know it's going to be awful, so they've done a different. I like this. This could be good.
The thing is, to me, I hate watching a film knowing that nothing is going to happen to like certain characters. You know there's going to be a sequel, so they have to come back. So it's
Well,
like when they killed Dewey in Scream, that was unexpected. Like when it actually killed him in like the 5th one or the 52nd one, whichever one it was, and they actually proper killed him off. It was like, okay, I didn't actually see that coming. I kind of like that, but to be able to do that, you have to have such a massive cast of main characters, which is why it surprised me in Halloween when there's only really the mum, the daughter, and the granddaughter. When they killed off the daughter in the second one, it was like, whoa, kind of a bit jarring. You didn't see it coming.
Peter, what are you looking forward to Scream 7?
I fell off that horse a long time ago, to be honest with you. I haven't even seen 6, 5, 4. To be honest,
the trailer for the new one looks wicked.
Oh, I'd only say that I watched number 6 in the cinema, and it was fine, but it made me excited to go and watch the original, which I hadn't seen for ages. And the original was still so good that I'm now back in. Because I thought cheesy as well. But I'm now back. I want to see number 7 because Neve Campbell's back.
Well, I finished Ted Lasso the other day, so I've been working my way through Halloween and Scream almost like simultaneously. And I'm on Scream 3 now. And I'm going to get all the way through to 7, which is the new one, isn't it? 7. But just the trailer, you probably haven't seen it, have you?
No, I haven't.
The trailer starts right, and it's like same old tongue-in-cheek. This couple goes into a house, and it's like there's a white line on the wall, and they're like, oh, look, we're in like the murder B&B, and they or a B&B, Airbnb murder or whatever, and they walk past the curtain and the ghost face comes out like that, but it's like an animatronic because it's like an Airbnb based around the original Sidney Prescott house, and then it instantly cuts to a real ghost face, and it's like it should. I'm not a fan of when trailers blatantly tell you who's going to die, but it was a good trailer, and there's rumours that Stu Macker's coming back, isn't there? Old shaggy dude.
Yeah, doesn't care, so let's move on.
Yeah, but
well, going back to Black Phone, I'm like, I tried 1 and 2, I'm done. You know, like some I try, I go far, and I say goodbye.
I get why Scream's not for everyone. I really do, because it's a bit like.
So what do you want to talk about next, Peter? What's your next on your list for John Carpenter? Or
well, we could go in chronological order if we're at. Let's see, we're at Halloween, and then he had like I think a straight to TV movie. I forgot what it was called though.
That was Elvis.
Oh yeah, 2. You're right. He had Elvis, and that was his first collaboration with Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
John Carpenter and Kurt Russell coming together. Elvis,
and that was a good film by memory as well.
It's what?
It's a good film by memory. If
I have it on DVD, actually, it is a really solid Elvis bioepic. I enjoy it way more than the current Austin Butler Elvis. To be honest with you,
no.
It just felt more real, maybe because it was filmed during that time. You know.
By the way, when you look at his filmography and then you put Elvis in the middle, it's the most ridiculous. Like, it's like Disney randomly doing a slasher movie.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It makes no sense.
Well, like you said, it's a TV movie as well, isn't it? So yeah, it's a bit different. But like I said, that begins his career with Kurt Russell, which he's done quite a few films with.
And that was controversial, too, if you read into it, because of the death of Elvis. Like, oh, you're already doing a bioepic? Like, that wasn't a thing back then, just doing something that quickly, a story of somebody.
Oh, yeah. Didn't Elvis die in 78?
That's when the thing came out, like, immediately right after, 78 or 79, that premiered on television.
That must have been one of the first. Did you say it must have been one of the first biopics? It must have been.
No, well, just how fast it came out, right after his death. They thought it was really soon at the time.
He did a load of westerns, didn't he?
Carpenter?
Yeah.
He wanted to do westerns.
don't think he did any westerns. He composed music for them.
Ah, I see.
He,
So
he
a
does
bunch of
quote,
Western
though.
shop, yeah.
He quotes, though, James, that he always had a Western vibe. Like, if you watch The Thing, vampires, certain films, they definitely have a Western, like, vibe to them.
Yeah, he didn't direct or anything. They just came up at the very bottom, and I was a bit like, what? In
Well,
the
I think
50s.
we should get onto the big film, really, because in my opinion, the big film for me is The Thing, which
We're
is...
missing one if we're going chronological.
We're not, because there's too many. Go on.
The Fog, which has
Yeah.
one of the most devastating endings of any film. Whether it be the old or new one, when he kills all his family and then realizes the help's just outside the door.
Is that the same in the first one, though?
I don't know. It must be the same. They can't change the ending that bad, can they?
Of course they
I
can.
never saw the remake. I just know the original, though. And John Carpenter is in the beginning of the film, actually. He makes a cameo as the preacher
So you
boy.
know, Peter, in the new one, at the end, they're in the
He
fog in
knows.
a car.
He knows. He knows. It's popular. Everyone knows
He
that.
just said he doesn't know the new one. He's only seen the old one.
Only the old one.
Oh,
So in the new one, at the end, they're in the car, and it's a guy that plays the Punisher in the old Punisher film. And he basically kills his whole family, and then he gets almost like a knock at the door, and it's the people that are like coming to save him after he's killed his family. I don't know if that's the same as the old one.
What about now? Who's the final girl in the original Fog, though? Jamie Lee Curtis
No idea.
or Adrian Burlew?
not a clue. In the fog.
Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I feel like it could go either way. I think.
There's three, yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis, Adrienne Barbeau, and Janet Leigh. Janet Leigh obviously being probably.
It will be Jamie Lee Curtis because she's on the poster.
She was like the girl boss back in the day, wasn't she?
Yeah, well, that I don't even remember the fog. I remember watching it a long time
I don't
ago.
remember the original, unfortunately.
Oh,
But-
I love that one.
But he did Escape from New York was next with Kurt Russell. That is a belter. That's pretty dated though now if you watch it. Like,
They could get away with remaking that.
yeah. What do you think?
I feel like it is that movie that introduced the concept of dark sci-fi thriller, kind of like the Matrix vibe. That essence, Dark City, that created that kind of vibe. That movie, I feel like, great thriller, but dated just because of the Twin Towers. Otherwise, it would work to this day more timelessly.
For me, you might agree, a good remake isn't a film that everyone's seen, everyone loves, blah, blah, blah. A good remake is a classic film like that, or The Fog, or some of his other ones that multiple generations would have probably missed or skip over because it doesn't look interesting or it doesn't hold up today, but it is a great story. That's the ideal remake for me.
Well, he did, in a way, remake it when he did Escape from LA in the mid-90s because
point,
he used a lot of identical jokes from the original. He just did Los Angeles instead. But it's like a comedy versus a serious like thriller at the same time. Like he had two different versions of it, it felt like.
Yeah.
Which one did you prefer?
I do like LA just because I laugh more with that one.
Do you know what? This is a bit left field now, but do you play video games too?
Me? No, not so much.
But I was thinking that looking at all these films, some of them make great video games, wouldn't they? Like there is a Halloween video game.
I think he gets sponsored by some of those companies. I forget who, but he gets control.
He plays them. He's a big gamer. He plays Fallout on Borderlands. Like he did an interview the other year, which
there you go. That's
the next film that Kev's probably going to bring up. He spoke heavily on potentially doing a second part or sequel to the
Thing.
Yes.
Which I think that's my favorite film of his, full stop.
One of the greatest endings of all time. Like one of the original plot twists, I think. Like where you were like with the breath. I don't know why I did that. You clearly know what I'm talking about.
And it looks comfortable too. You're drinking whiskey in the snow, like you don't know what's gonna happen.
It's just incredible. I've started following this page as well called Vice Press. I don't know if you've
never
seen.
followed Vice before.
No, not Vice.
Oh, Vice
It's
Press. I thought
different.
you meant
Vice
Vice, the old
Press.
TV show.
It
Uh,
does movie posters. I genuinely
ooh.
think it'd be worth you guys taking a little look at it. I'm probably going to buy one for my background. They've got a bunch of classic movies, but the artists do reprints of classic movies, but they get the sign off by the production companies to say that they're legit. They're not just remakes.
Oh, officially licensed.
Yeah, officially licensed, even though it's done by a new artist. But they look exactly the same. But like the thing, they've done it over 3 screen prints, so it looks not 3D, but it looks like it's got depth, and it's like 150 quid. And but it's but it's original size posters. So like
Uh-huh.
in my background, this see the size of that vinyl.
Yeah.
It'll be almost double. It'd be like 1.5 length of that. It'd be massive. So I'm thinking about getting one of those. They're pretty cool.
It
But
looks like
yeah,
On that
18.
subject, actually, Peter, have you ever heard of Mondo art? Mondo.
The vinyl company, Mondo?
No, it's an art company that do
No.
movie posters. If you put them in your Google, whatever, Mondo art, they
Uh,
basically make modern day but retro vintage. If you put Mondo art in any film, like the thing I just did, and there was about 15 different posters. The art, they're quite expensive if you get a real one, but they are probably the peak of art as far as cinema goes. Like they're unbelievable. I've got one for Drive, and it's
ooh.
amazing. It's all like very retro art but modern, and it's
I can see that.
unbelievable.
Is it
Huh?
definitely Mondo art?
Mondo. Here, look,
Can
here's one
see
they
it.
did for the thing, for example.
Oh, man.
Oh, you can't really see it.
That's
A
difficult
little
to
bit,
see.
yeah. The original,
Here's
though,
another
like,
one he did for the thing, Kurt Russell.
James.
uh,
Oh,
the
that is cool,
beard.
actually. Go on, Peter.
Oh, Drew Sizemore, the guy who passed away, did the original art. He apparently
Yeah.
only had 24 hours to do that.
The Thing one.
Yeah,
That's mad.
like he had a friend dress up in his actual winter coat, pose, went about it, and there you had it. And then it's in your hand in every VHS known to man.
To be fair, his art is incredible, and it is like everyone knows his art, whether they know it was him or not, don't they? And it's just iconic and so nostalgic. The fact he painted all those things.
Oh, and that brings me to Big Trouble in Little China, who he also did the art and the poster for, but apparently
That's
that's the actual guy's body. That's the artist. He posed like Kurt Russell would.
yeah.
They took a picture of him and he used that as a reference, and then he put Kurt Russell's head on the body.
That's why he's
So
more muscular.
Funny
he
fact
was
about
pumping
Big,
iron, apparently, the artist during that time. But yeah, the little factoid about that and Big Trouble and
That
that
is a
poster.
poster and a half. That with
another funny fact
the
about Big Trouble in Little China is that
Mm.
DVD, when it came out, was notoriously expensive. It in England anyway, because me and
Huh.
my friend, Mr. Mike Field, used to go into HMV, which is like, or MVC, sorry, it was like a music video center. And the DVD was like 3 to 4 times more than any other DVD, specifically that one. So we never ever bought it.
Huh.
I don't think. But it was like 30, 40 pound for the DVD, when most DVDs were like 9, 10 pound. Or Big Trouble in Little China, always really expensive. Never knew why.
Whoa. Yeah, I never heard that in America. I actually just saw it on the fly about 6 years ago when I started getting into film again. And and my friend said, "You got to see this." I'm like, "Sure." I didn't see a trailer. My brother had the DVD. I put it on. I went in blind. And I clapped at the end. I had no idea what I was in for. Like, it was so
fucking
awesome.
mad, right? It's
I
mad.
think it was
Yeah,
a limited
I am
run.
blessed to not know anything going into that, to be honest with you.
all the guys with the laser beams and the hats and the
Raiden,
What
that's
is
where it
going
came
on?
from. They got inspired by that.
yeah.
For Mortal Kombat. I think the DVD might have been limited print, so that's why it was low. But yeah, it was
Mm.
always really expensive. I always wanted to watch it, and it was before Netflix and that, or before you could just go on the internet and watch it. Like early 2000s, like 2001, I'm talking 2000, 2001, 2002, and it was just so expensive.
So
Kurt
just
Russell
before,
says that's the one he always gets people coming up to him on the street quoting. Out of all his films, he
Big
says
Trouble in
Big
Little
Trouble
China.
is the most people request out of him.
What do they get him to say? I can't even think of. He does have some.
Well, they don't
terrible
even
line.
ask him to say stuff. Like even they just quoting to him too.
Oh,
like
yeah. Well, just before that thing I was going to mention earlier about Firestarter is relevant here because stuff I've looked at. I think you'll definitely know this anyway, but the thing, because it was such a high production value and it was one of the most unique and impressive special effects in history, and it's still quoted today as some of the best special effects practical that have done. It was a massive flop because it was seen as too nihilistic, and it came out 2 weeks after Steven Spielberg's E.T. came out, so another alien film, but obviously family friendly, positive. So the thing flopped. It only recovered money because of home video and things like that. But the problem is that he was meant to be the director for Firestarter, the original film in 1983. But he got sacked from the job because the thing didn't do well enough for him to do it. So they gave it to someone else.
And he struggled to get another Stephen King gig, and he finally got that with Christine.
Christine, that's next. That's one of the next ones, yeah. Just after Big Trouble.
And
you just watched that recently.
This is the 40th anniversary or 30th I saw recently. And I got Alan Howarth, the sound designer and the musician of the film with John Carpenter to sign it. But I feel that's a little outdated now, but it's still a fun watch, I feel like, too, Christine.
I have to confess I haven't seen Christine. That's one about the killer car, right?
Yeah, the car that chases people.
I haven't seen it.
It's a good one.
It's a good film, but it's hard. Yeah,
I will watch it.
It's one of those things that, if you've not seen it and you don't have that nostalgic association, it's probably terrible.
Border, but yeah.
I mean, it's like Herbie Goes Wild, but actually kills people. You know, it's
the main theme though. I love the most. Dun, 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 dun.
Again, really catchy and very obvious.
The guy's a musical genius. Assuming he did the music for it.
Yeah, and so even like, again, there's lots of films there, but to bring it up to like today, I assume you've all seen that he got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame this year as well.
Yeah. Kurt Russell came out too.
Well deserved.
It seems like some people are getting them really late now. Like there's some kids, there's like people in their 20s or early 30s getting their Hollywood's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and then there's these people in the 70s and 80s that have done the huge amount of work that still haven't had them. It's insane that.
But yeah, Ricky Gervais like leapfrogs them and stuff, don't you? Even though he deserves it. But like, it's weird the order they pick.
Mm.
Well, you actually have to pay for it yourself.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
I thought it was like an award or like something prestigious.
No, they offer it, but you've got to pay for it. And there's monthly upkeep or
they have to offer it first, or can we just get like a Ragewell Hollywood Walk of Fame?
I think you have to have a certain criteria met. And
why would you want to pay for that every month if you were a Hollywood star? Like, it seems a bit like stupid, doesn't it?
Because then you get
it's like paying for a blue tick on Twitter.
Basically, yeah. But you get a social media event, taking photos for a day, and it boosts your career for a day. I don't know.
But what you're saying,
I genuinely didn't know that.
About his career having his comeback all of a sudden, I agree. Even his music, he played 4 nights in Los Angeles recently, 2 nights in New York City. Guy's
really?
near 80. But here he is. People are paying for his theme songs.
Christ, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and my friend went to the last night of the New York run. It was 2 nights, and he took a picture of the merchandise lines. It would look like a war zone. I feel like people waiting, stocking up, shirts, posters, you name it, vinyl. He does everything now.
But that's him as a person as well. He is entertaining. He is funny, isn't he? He's abrupt. He's opinionated. He's a bit gruff. He's a bit short. But that's what's entertaining about him. He just doesn't give a fuck. Maybe that's
he didn't like The Substance, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was going to bring that up, actually. Yeah, I was going to bring that up.
I was kind of curious if it was because the Thing homages.
It's too close to home. That's the problem, isn't it? But
I think so.
One thing I wanted to bring up for you, Kev, have you seen the Saw vinyl?
No.
It's shaped like a saw, so it's circular with like jagged edges and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a circular saw. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
But we did miss that film that I was talking about. I know we've jumped to modern times, but the film I was talking about, which
They Live.
Peter probably would have heard of, but you may have missed it. If I said the lead actor, we're all kids of the 80s. We all watched wrestling when we grew up, right?
Are you going to say Prince of Darkness?
I'm going to say Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Oh, They Live. Yes.
I
Put the
said They
glasses
Live.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
That film is insane.
That's timeless. Yeah.
Well, that's where the phrase "obey" comes from, and that
Yeah.
that
Isn't
logo.
that mad?
Obey.
Like, that is so apt, isn't it? Like, through time. Like, that's... The way that's filmed is unbelievable.
I think they're trying to remake it now, but in a modern presence. And I think Carpenter's actually approving this. You know,
I think
maybe
that when he made that... Oh, sorry. When he made that film with Rowdy Roddy Piper, who was in a few films and isn't a terrible actor, but, like, he's not great. And another random cast. It's like, I've been watching it, like, the last week or so, and only heard of it the other week, and didn't know John Carpenter did it. It just came up because I've been searching over John Carpenter, and that just happened to come up, and I didn't put two and two together. I was like, when he puts on, he's reading a magazine, like, oh yeah, there's like a sale or something. It's like buy, and it's like
Yeah.
sleep. I'm like, ah,
It is
You're like,
genius. It's a great concept
that's
for a film,
really genius.
and the visuals are really good. Where
They are legit, yeah.
he puts the glasses
Black and
on, and
white.
it's like an
It
X-ray.
looks really like 1930s,
Yeah.
1940s, doesn't it?
You can
It's all
see
black and white.
skeletons reading newspapers, and it says what it really means as opposed to what they're
The
saying.
fight scene when he's trying to get his mate to put the glasses on. It's like,
that was a real fight in a way.
Just put the glasses on. It's like, no, just beats him up.
That was like a good 10 minutes, that scene.
But that's got to be one of the best films that most people have never heard about.
I think
Especially
top
people-
5 for Carpenter. And his work, top 3 or 5 for him, I feel like.
It's brilliant. Yeah, I'm so glad I found it. Yeah.
Well, the other interesting fact about him as a person is that he's got a commercial pilot's license, and he flies helicopters,
Random.
and he actually has a cameo in multiple films as the pilot.
That's hilarious.
So I'm wondering if he's the pilot in the Thing. Doesn't a helicopter come pick up the survivors or people before they arrive?
The Thing.
That's
I
another thing
reckon
about
he's a helicopter guy when Captain America's holding a helicopter.
that's that other thing
He just didn't know.
as well, is that the bit at the beginning where the Swedish guy speaks to him and says stuff in Swedish, and we don't get any subtitles. Then the film starts. If you know Swedish, it ruins the film apparently, because they'd literally just say, "There's an alien killing us all. Don't stay here" or something, and then they just go, "All right, have a great day," and then walk in. Then that's the start of the film.
Every time I see a helicopter now, I'm going to think, is that John Carpenter? Black Hawk Down, John Carpenter.
If we're in New Jersey, we have a governor's race. It's actually a big deal this time around for us tomorrow. But the point is this, though: the one who's going for the left side, all they're talking about is their helicopter from back in the day. They used to be a Navy helicopter pilot, and they won't, and that's it. And I'm like, are you going to be flying around all day? Like, my taxes? What are you doing?
That's
The
just
funny
part
thing
of
is, where we live near army bases, so Chinooks and Apaches fly over almost like clockwork every day, and I'm like, what are they doing? Like, just flying around? Like, they're not doing any. Like, do they forget? Do they have to fly daily, or they forget? Always like Chinooks
money
and
that
helicopters.
costs.
It's happened on his podcast before. You hear a helicopter going across?
I think he's in a helicopter in Escape from LA. I'm also trying to think of the other helicopter films that he might have.
James, are you Googling it?
No, I'm not. I was looking for something.
I think you should Google that and see if you can find a photo of it.
Or
No.
him flying a helicopter.
Yeah, see which one he's in.
Now, have either of you two seen In the Mouth of Madness in the mid-90s with him?
No.
Oh man, who's the star of Jurassic Park? I forget the guy's name. The Australian
Which
actor.
one? Jurassic Park or Jurassic World?
The first Park.
The first one is Richard Attenborough.
No, not the old man. No, the Dr. Grant's character, his actor.
Neill.
No idea.
Yeah,
Sam
Neill.
Neill.
Yeah, Sam Neill. He stars in The Mouth of Madness. This came out right after Jurassic Park. And it's a paranormal fantasy kind of horror film based on Lovecraft. It was a tribute to Lovecraft by John Carpenter. He took like bits and pieces of Lovecraft stories and he made this movie in The Mouth of Madness, coined off In the Mountains of Madness, one of the books by Lovecraft. And it has dark zombies and how you're going down a path that just leads you to purgatory and a whole nother dimension. I won't get even further than that, but a little factoid. A young Hayden Christensen makes a cameo in this film before he even
What
is
happened
in Star
to him?
Wars.
Eh? What happened to him?
It bombed. But it was probably his last great film after They Live, and that was kind of it, I think, in his filmography. But In the Mouth of Madness, fantastic Carpenter film.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing, isn't it? These films do peter off a little bit towards the end, a little bit, don't they?
They do. Vampires, he tried, but The Heat was the beginning of the film. I felt like that kind of just, was a hangout film.
Here's a bonus one. You may know when I say it. This is not a film he made. James, you've probably seen it, actually. Have you seen the film Studio 666?
Yeah.
The Foo Fighters film. Do you know
They
what
have
about?
a film?
Yeah, look, this one.
No, not familiar.
It's a proper horror film where the Foo Fighters go to an they rent an old dilapidated building to record their next album in. When Dave Grohl's going, I need the sound, man. And he's like focused on doing the sound. And then the band members and people get murdered and decapitated, like over the top, like Terrifier style, but it's comical. But John Carpenter is a cameo in that film.
Just to say, John Carpenter has not flown a movie in a film, according to Google and
He's not
AI.
flown a movie in a film.
Flown a helicopter, sorry, in a film. Did John Carpenter? No, he hasn't.
Well, I read he did.
Well, it says here he didn't.
He may have sat in a helicopter then rather than flying them. James, look up. Everything stops now. Look at that. Look at that.
What are you looking at?
No way.
Me 30 pounds ago.
When did you meet him?
2019. Yeah, John Carpenter.
Was before his massive hair and beard.
Hey,
He looks like Santa now.
do you have that as a photo on your phone that you can send me a picture of that? That is definitely the poster
Also,
for this episode.
I'll
Did
figure it
you
out,
make a
but
phone
yeah.
call that morning to decide what you were wearing?
What's that?
Did you have a phone call in the morning to decide what you were wearing? It's like, we're wearing all black today, John. All black.
Absolutely. I actually did.
That's amazing. For the listeners, Peter has met John
James,
Carpenter.
once in a lifetime photo. You gotta look good, man.
It's like going to work and someone's wearing the same shirt as you. You're like,
I think he gave me
Son
the
of a
horns
bitch.
because of that.
Yeah, I think it's different if you're into metal and you're into dark stuff. Like if you wear black, then it's not a negative, especially when there's no brands or anything on it. It's all
Well,
cool.
I highly respect the guy too. I wanted to look respectful. Everyone else is wearing the usual Terrifier Halloween nonsense, whatever.
he looks like a wizard these days, doesn't he?
Absolutely. Yeah, he has the ponytail thing going on, the glasses, the stash. Yeah, he's master sensei now.
Man, that is cool as anything. Because that's the kind of ending, really. Because like as we mentioned, kind of, and everyone knows that he's one of the, even though he's not that prolific when it comes to filmmaking, he is one of the most influential people in cinema history, to the point where one of the greatest composers ever, Hans Zimmer,
Yes.
cites him as an influence.
Well,
And there's a million directors. You could name any director, but like the one that comes to mind that I loved is when Tarantino did The Hateful Eight, which is clearly The Thing, but in a Western in the snow. And he went, let's make it on the nose. Let's employ Kurt Russell. It's like, so incredible.
It's kind of made the real vision come to life. Like I said, he wanted to give the thing a Western kind of vibe. In a way, the Hateful Eight was the masterful version, and I think he actually won an Oscar for that one. Oddly, for score.
Also, do you think there's an irony though that John Carpenter started doing music his first career as Westerns?
That's what he wanted to do, and I guess horror just wound up being a springboard.
John Carpenter started in Westerns, ended in horror, and that kind of melded it together.
Well, yeah, but if you've got to think about it. When my dad was a kid, all he wanted to be, well, he didn't say this verbatim, but it's kind of what people of that era, because he's my dad's 70, and John Carpenter's 77.
Would be a cowboy serial killer, get it?
Well, yeah. All there was on TV for boys to look up to really were cowboys and Indians. That was all that was the action films. That's all it was. Even though the Elvis films are all Westerns pretty much, it's all that era. So what are you going to do? John Carpenter's clearly going to grow up going, I want to do a Western. That's where all the tough guys are.
Yeah. You didn't really get action guys till like the 70s, I felt like.
No.
Late 70s, early 80s was the action hero scene, wasn't it? Top Gun, Terminator.
Dirty Harry, Clint Eastwood. That's when the cowboy became the modern day sheriff. That how it transitioned.
Yeah.
Peter, what's your top, if we were going to say something, top 3 Carpenter, I won't say Carpenter movies, Carpenter
scores?
Composer
Carpenter originalities. You could say, like Kev pointed out earlier, he only actually did one Halloween. Yet the Halloweens I like aren't the ones he did, but they came from his stories and they came from his music. So what are the top 3 Carpenter-influenced movies that you would recommend?
Fucking influence. That's a tricky
influenced question. Or directed? Because I would say the ones he did the music for, like the modern Halloween thing, we'll put that as influence because he had influence on it, but he didn't direct it. He had to have a part of it.
Well, he's a producer on most of them, isn't he?
Not on the new ones, apparently. I looked at it earlier when you said about it. He only does the music, him and his son.
He's definitely
got they come directly from him. So I would say the original Halloween and the modern trilogy, definitely.
Well, you had the electric guy in Big Trouble in Little China that influenced Raiden in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. I mean,
I think Michael Myers directly influenced Ghostface in Scream. Like, come on. It's a carbon copy rip-off.
Because he has not got that many films. If we label these top 3, it probably is going to be the same 3. Because for me, it'd be The Thing, Halloween, and Big Trouble in Little China, and that's cliche, but that is the 3 best.
Well, here's one for you then. Have you heard of the program The Long Walk?
You mean the film?
No, The Long Walk, the show or whatever, where people are just walking forever, and like if they fall over, they're at the back of the line, they kill them. It's a current thing on Apple TV or something called Long Walk.
Yeah,
so basically that's the fog. They're like, that's essentially the fog.
I hate The Long Walk.
It's essentially the fog, isn't it? They're like out walking a thing. Like that's what it is.
I like The Long Walk, Peter.
I'm not saying The Long Walk's bad. Do you not agree?
Every guy loves it. Every man loves The Long Walk.
Imagine those people behind him with the guns are just fog. It's the fog.
I see the parallel. I'll say that.
But the Long Walk was written first.
James. The Thing and The Substance, another influence, going to what you were asking. Even though he didn't like it, still heavily influenced.
Oh, massively. But then again, you could probably even say things like Alien is adjacent because of the effects. Oh, I did actually read something about Alien earlier as well. He did a film with someone, and then the other person went on and ended up doing Alien. And he'd worked with him on something.
That's a bummer. It's like Leonardo DiCaprio. He said he had a chance to audition for Boogie Nights and he didn't. And this is like his catch-up now with Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh no, he actually recommended Marky Mark because he said it
Is
wasn't
that
for
what
him.
he
brilliant
actually
in that.
was? I think. Oh, maybe I'm confusing Tom Cruise maybe because I think he turned down Boogie Nights and then he wound
Also,
up doing Magnolia.
Probably,
Philip Seymour
yeah.
Hoffman is like just he's one of the best actors of all time, wasn't he? He was so good.
Absolutely.
That takes
I
you
saw
back to
Daniel
Long Walk.
Day-Lewis recently in his latest. He was really good in that. Ottoman, I think it's called. His son directed it.
Oh, I can't find that thing about Alien that I read. I was trying
I'm
to
gonna
think.
watch Halloween Ends tonight. Sorry, just to finish the trilogy.
Oh dear,
Are you still
I
watching
thought that
that?
one was no. I like the
Yeah.
second one in the
Can I go
modern.
over the plot holes I went over with Kev that I noticed from 2018 to Halloween Kills, which was 2 years apart? Is you've seen them all, haven't you?
I saw all three. Yeah.
Oh,
So
one sec.
the main plot twist was Halloween 2018 ends where Michael is trapped in a basement with metal bars,
Yeah.
and we've seen that basement, and there's no visible exit, like the classic doors that come up, and you see him burning, and then he's gone. And I said to Kev, "There's a cutscene." Because it finished, and then I watched started watching the next one, Halloween Kills, and he's just there pottering about. And I was like, did I miss a cutscene? And I googled it, like what happens between Halloween and Halloween Kills. No, there's an end of credit scene. So I went back and was like, okay, fast forwarded, and it went all the way to the end with just words. I was like, well, did Netflix just miss the cutscene? So I went back and played it. I was like, have I missed something here? And I googled it, and it said the cutscene was just him breathing in the background with no explanation how he got out of that basement where he was clearly on fire. And then he's got almost like a brand new mask in Halloween Kills. Like he had time to get out of the fire, go to a Michael Myers like tribute shop, buy a new mask because it's definitely different. And also the bit where in the first one, the police officer gets stabbed in the neck and then driven over. Like you see it, the car go like that. And it starts the Halloween Kills with some kid finding him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, got stabbed in the neck," like casual. And then he gets up and starts walking away after like a car's driven over him. It's like, well, it's almost like they were like, "We need to make a follow-on. Here's the loose synopsis of the first one," and they haven't seen it. It's like, just get up and walk away. It's like, oh god, it's just lazy filmmaking, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
The
Universal.
fact he managed to find to get a
Yeah.
brand new mask from somewhere is like, well, and you got a brand new jumpsuit. It's like,
At least in Terrifier 2, you see Art the Clown washing his outfit.
he goes to the laundrette, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's doing his laundry. Like even the director knows there's this loophole in all these sequels. How are these guys clean? Hey, I'm gonna actually show you. He's gonna go to the washing machine.
I suppose you're not wrong. And like the end sequence of Terrifier 2 where she gives birth to a new one.
Yeah.
Art's head comes out. It's fucking mad.
Also, a couple of thoughts I had with Halloween was
Go on, be quick.
Dave, you love this Halloween.
Wrap
the
up,
first
man.
one is
Stop repeating.
she knows Michael's in the
on.
house, so she picks a shotgun that's like 3 feet long. So that's a tactical weapon, isn't it? Not a handgun where you just do that. And also, when she tries to stab him, instead of just going stab, she goes. Spends about half an hour leaning backwards. Like, you kind of deserve to die. It's like, well, you pick a shotgun. It's like the most ridiculous weapon in a tactical situation, rather than 2 handguns that could go bang bang. And then she tries to stab him and goes, "Oh, you."
Mental. Yes, very good. Right, we need to end. But
this is it.
I mentioned the thing about aliens, so I've got to finish. So I'll read
ends
these 2 sentences. You ready? John Carpenter's first major film as director was Dark Star in 1974. It was a science fiction comedy that he wrote with Dan O'Bannon, who later went on to write Alien. And he borrowed freely from most of Dark Star. The film reportedly only cost £60,000 and was difficult to make as both Carpenter and Dan O'Bannon completed the film by multitasking. So Carpenter actually ended up doing the musical score, which is why he started getting into it, I guess. And he did the writing, the producing, and the directing, while his friend Dan O'Bannon acted in the film and did the special effects, which brings us to Peter, caught the attention of Mr. George Lucas, who hired him to work with the special effects for the first film, Star Wars. So Carpenter's attached to Star Wars by 1 degree of separation.
I think he has people from Industrial Light and Magic work on a couple of his films later on, but yeah, I think he knew people from the grapevine like himself, like you were talking about.
Right at the start there, man. Everything comes back to Star Wars with Peter's involved.
Sometimes it does. It feels like it.
Well, thank you very much for joining us again, man. And as we
Always
said
a
before,
pleasure.
you're the fourth whale, and you're the Drew today, so you're the third whale today. So yeah, thank you so much for coming on again. And
Drew's fired.
Drew's fired.
Does that mean I gotta start
Drew's
writing
internet
poetry?
provider is fired. Let's name and
James,
shame his internet
James.
provider next episode.
Yeah. What did you say, Peter? You cut him up. What did you
That
say?
means I have to start writing poetry since he's out of here now.
Yeah, you have to do voice acting. You have to grow a sick beard. You have to have like plants in the background. You need to get a cat.
I'm going pale because I'm on Wage Whale.
That's my new ringtone.
Amazing. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Rock and roll, gentlemen. Have a good one.
This has been Rage Whale. Thanks for hanging out with us. We hope you had a whale of a time. Thank you all for your continued support, and please do check out our other fun episodes with many great and interesting guests. And just to let you know, we're also on YouTube if you want to also watch us. But do give us a follow on Instagram and TikTok, and we'd love a cheeky 5-star rating on here if you had a moment. And if you do want to support us further, we do have merch. The links are here and on our socials. It's ragewhale.tmill.com. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.